Okay, Friday. Let's do a little Toda production system before we go home. So, TPM, Hozen, parent, looking after a child, look after. Something under a very precious, something must be very precious because it's under a roof. Ho-zen. Okay, 3 principles of lean. Something that is unacceptable is a burning wooden building. And it's so unacceptable that it is unacceptable to the chief of the village, which is Muri. Mura is about unevenness. So what shows unevenness in Japanese? Jade is very precious. So the epitome of unevenness is an unequal piece of jade. Sorry, a piece of jade split in 2 unequal halves, which is what this is depicting here. Or a piece of jade between 2 chiefs of different ranks, which is also very uneven, especially in Japanese society. Muri, Mura. Then finally, what do we have here? We have eliminate waste. So again, also in Japanese culture, something again unacceptable, very unacceptable, is a burning wooden structure. In the days of the samurai, rice was very scarce. Horses belonged to the samurai to protect the village. So the definition of waste, unacceptable definition of waste, is to have fat horses. Unacceptable to have fat horses. Very different definition of waste in Japanese culture. What's all this doing? Well, you've got to ask why. Why are these concepts important? Well, it's all about jidoka. Jidoka for me is the ultimate goal in lean manufacturing. So what is jidoka? Well, in Japanese, this means self. So where there's movement or motion, there's the possibility for chaos. So what is that? So in Japanese, this would be how chaos is written. And so you need to take action to prevent chaos. How would you do that? Well, again, just taking action in Japanese. It's like ION in English. Now what Toyota did, which was really, really interesting, was they recognized that lean manufacturing is a human concept. So in Japanese, this is the definition of a man, or in shorthand, it can be written this way. So they inserted into automation a human signal. So this therefore means automation. The objective is to have an autonomous working environment that's repeatable and sustainable. So one of the ways that you achieve that is when you recognize a gap. You do something called Kaizen, and again, most people misinterpret Kaizen as just a basic problem resolution brainstorming meeting. It's much more than that. So how's Kaizen written in Japanese? So self. Fortunately, I'm going to have to show all of this before I can explain it. So So I love this. This really talks about the mindset and the thing itself. So self-whipping. It's said that this kanji here represents the pattern on the back of somebody who's been whipped. And obviously here's a kanji that looks like a whipping motion, but it means self-improvement or self-whipping, if you like, which I think is a wonderful concept. So move towards perfection, self-whipping. It could mean two different things, but actually in a Kaizen sense it means both, because generally Kaizens are done over a short period of time after some problem definition and some pre-work, but nobody goes home until the problem is resolved. So again, I love that concept. And finally, you know, the one of the legacies of any lean intervention should be something called poke-yoked. So what does that mean? And this is kind of funny. So originally in Toyota, they said idiot proofing. Some people refer to it as idiot proofing. So let me just draw this here, and I'll explain in a second why I've got this in the bracket here. So poke-yoke in Japanese is this. Okay. So originally they used this symbol here, which is baku, with this action symbol at the back here. So it actually meant foolproofing. So this is preventing here at the bottom. So foolproofing this character with these two at the bottom. But again, in Japanese, there's a problem with that because it's disrespectful. There's several ways that this first word here could be interpreted, and one of them is a defamatory word for idiot. So idiot proofing is actually really negative in Japanese. So again, Toyota, just like they did with Judoka, when they came up with the Toyota production system, they changed it to error. So really, poke-yoke is about error prevention. So there you go. This is the why and the how of lean on a Friday afternoon.